Hello, race fans, and welcome into the Noma Next Gen Series. And yes, it's finally time, everybody. It is playoff time. The first round of 16 is coming up next, and we are off to Daytona International Speedway this week. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I love this track. Our very first week was at Daytona, and it was an absolute blast. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to a good race here today. Here's some of the race info that we have. It is a 2.48 mile track, 80-degree Fahrenheit track temperature tonight, so you're going to have plenty of grip out there. 78 degrees Fahrenheit ambient temperature with 82% humidity, clear day with 5-mile-per-hour winds. They are currently doing their practice session, which is set for 45 minutes. We're winding down on that one. I think we've got about 13 minutes here left in practice, and then we'll be moving on to qualifying, which will be set for 5 minutes. They'll have 2 chances to put in a good lap time. We'll take those results and line them up for the main race of the day, which will be 80 laps of racing here tonight. They'll be racing to lap number 20 for their very first stage. Those stage points are going to be very crucial, and then moving on to the championship, we're going to round them down to 12 and then down to 4 in the coming weeks. So yeah, these stages are going to be very important. So at lap number 20, that'll be the end of stage 1, and then lap number 40, that'll be the end of stage number 2. They do have 5 sets of tires for tonight, 1 faster pair, and 3 green-white checkered attempts if we need them there at the end. Hopefully we don't need them. Hopefully we race all the way down to the checker flag and settle it fair and square. And this is brought to you in part by Royalty Racing Network and myself, Triple F Bomb. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully you're doing good. I see some of the racers rolling in here finally. It was a very slow roll in here. I was like, oh boy, where is everybody? Where is everybody? I think they like to do this to me each and every week, though. They have to get me in a panic mode. Let's go ahead and check out, see if anybody is out on track. Yes, we do have one racer out on track, and that is Mr. Alan Wild, the man with the fastest lap right now. He's going to be in the 28 Ford Mustang Alpha Men on the side of this one. Good luck to you tonight, Alan. And if you do look over to the timing tower over to the left, you will see the contenders here in the round of 16 right now. They'll be highlighted in yellow. From here on out, anybody that's in the championship run will be highlighted in yellow. If you're not highlighted in yellow, then unfortunately you're just here to race, and there's nothing wrong with that as well. Who else do we have with us tonight? Here's the number 81 0X Chevy Camaro of Derek Buckaloo, the driver from Beeville, Texas. Good luck to you tonight, Derek. Who else do we have? Ryan Gomes. He is one of the championship contenders. He's with us tonight. The driver from Arcata, California, and the Caterpillar Ford Mustang. Good luck to you tonight, Ryan. Who else do we have? Chris Cornett literally just joined in. Welcome in, Chris Cornett, the number 88 car, the driver from Rome, Georgia, and the 0X Chevy Camaro. Good luck to you tonight, Chris. Driving a new paint scheme. I'm trying to get a... Can we get a better look at this paint scheme? Because it looks kind of dark where it's all chromed out. See if we can... Oh, no, that's not much better. That's a little bit better. That's the problem with all these chrome cars. They're very hard to see at night on these night tracks. But maybe we'll get to see them. Who knows? Who knows? Let's go ahead and watch Alan Wild zoom around the track right now, because he is literally the only one on track at the moment. A 48.28 is the fast time to beat. So let's go, Mr. Alan Wild. I will go ahead while we got a second, while nobody is out on track. Let's go ahead and show you the championship standings. These are all the racers that are in the round of 16 and can advance to the round of 12 next. You can see Alan Wild in the 28 car, Brian Wortman in the 74 car, Chase Greer in the number 8. Chris Cornett in the 88, Christian Delgado in the number 13, Dustin Rogerson in the 23 car, Jay Stinson in the 31 car, Joe Hudson in the 49 car, Joey Hickox in the number 3, Josh Freed in the 39, Justin Parham in the 19, Keith Prince in the number 1, Matthew Fritz, which was our regular season champion. Nicely done, Matthew Fritz. And going to be in the 29 car, Ryan Gomes in the 55, Zach Lockett in the 93, and Zachary Stevens in the number 33 car. Those are all the racers in the round of 16. You can see all the points are set to 0. So let's see what they can do here in the championship part of the season. Anybody else out on track? No. Just Alan Wild. Now we do have Justin Parham with us tonight. He is in the server. Chase Greer, Matthew Fritz, Keith Prince, Brian Wortman, and Jay Stinson. They're all in the garage area right now. Hopefully they'll make their way out on track so we can take a good look at their cars before we go to qualifying. We've got about 9 minutes left here in practice. Go ahead and take it on board here with Alan Wild. I think he's just cruising down the backstretch. He might be going into pit lane this time by. We can get all the camera time being the only man out on track. Smart move. I did this past week finally get a chance to share the track with some of these nicely fine groomed gentlemen out here. They started a new ARCA series on Thursday nights, and I finally got to race with some of them. That was a lot of fun, man. I got a lot of respect for these guys already. So after the race on Thursday, it was an excellent race. I only had 2 cautions the whole night. Raced all the way down to the checkered flag there at Las Vegas. It was a lot of fun. So I appreciate them putting that together, and that gives me a chance to get out there and race with these boys. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. I wish it was streamed so you all could see it, but unfortunately it's not broadcasted. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. What kind of speed's that one while I'm carrying it right now? Let's take a look. 176 miles an hour to the floor. Oh, we finally have somebody else that has joined us on pit lane. Here's Mr. Brian Workman. Let's go ahead and take a... Oh, well, that's not a great start to the night. Already spinning out here, coming out of pit lane. Here is the driver from Statesville, North Carolina. He's been with us every single week. In the Chevy Camaro. Good luck to you tonight, Brian Workman, the number 74 car. Jay Stinson has now joined in with us. He's also in a chromed out machine, the Fry Disposal Chevy Camaro. Driver from Bristol. Good luck to you tonight, Jay. He is a championship contender, so we'll be looking for him to race his way to the front. Brian Workman is as well, but he is not out on track. Here comes Alan into pit lane. Good looking ride there, Mr. Jay Stinson. Looks like you're ready for the championship run. Getting on board here with him. We're going to cruise around the track, pulling out of pit lane now. We'll get his first few laps in here. Jay has really turned it on here at the end of the season. He stayed in the running there for, the first half of the season. Towards the end of the regular season there, he started to get pretty comfortable in this car, was driving really good races. I look for him to make quite the run here in the championship. Oh, do we have someone else pulling out of the garage area? Yes, we have 2. Nice. Well, here's Joey Hickox. Let's get a closer look at his ride. There it is, the Flatwood Chevy Camaro. And Joey Hickox. Good luck to you tonight, sir. Oh, he's already blinking for me. That ain't a good start, Joey. It ain't a good start at all. Here's Justin Parham. He's in a new paint scheme. I like this one, the Bojangle Chevy Camaro. The driver from Boiling Springs, South Carolina. Good luck to you tonight, Justin, in the 19 car. Watch him zoom around the track for a bit. Nobody else out on. Oh, yeah, there is. There's a few around here. Joey Hickox now coming out of pit lane. I'm hoping this will be a good race. 80 laps here tonight. Going to be quite a long race. If we can remain under green, it won't be too bad. If we have a bunch of cautions, we'll see how that goes. Christian Delgado has now joined us. Welcome in, Christian Delgado. We'll take a look at him as soon as he gets out of the garage area. Time is being put on the board now. Those top 2 times, you can tell they were in the draft. 3rd through 6th solo laps. You can see just how close they are. 4 1/100ths of a second separating them. We get some people out here on the track. Right now, we don't have many people at all out on track. Here comes Chris Cornett finally. Maybe he's going to put in a lap time here. Still waiting to see Chase Greer, Matthew Fritz, Keith Prince, Zach Stevens. Oh, Christian Delgado has finally made his way out of the garage area. Let's go ahead and take a look at his ride. Here he is. Bed Kim on the side of this one I see already. Here's a good look at his paint scheme. And the Chevy Camaro tonight, the driver from Abilene, Kansas, Mr. Christian Delgado. Go to tonight, sir. Man, he is fast. Been a good racer all season long. Been in a few chances to win more races than what he already did in the regular season. So I look for him to have a nice run here in the championship run here. Who's at the 33 car? Nice. Mr. Zach Stevens. Already pulling out of his pit box. Look at him go. Here he is in the 33 car. Moza Racing Chevy Camaro here tonight. The driver from Bethune, South Carolina. Also one of those championship contenders. Up to tonight, Zach. A wild looking paint scheme he's got there. It looks like meat on the side of his car. I'm not sure if that's what it is. That's what it looks like anyways. So hard to see these chrome cars. We're just got to know it's him. It's got Viper. Matthew Fritz has joined us, everybody. Here he is. The 29 car, the regular season champ. Hopefully he can carry some of that steam here into the championship run. Here's a good look at it. The M&M Pet Setting Chevy Camaro, the driver from Middletown, Mr. Matthew Fritz. Hello to you tonight, sir. Chase Greer, here he is. I knew he was in here somewhere. Going to be driving the number 8 car. ACT Chevy Camaro, driver from Johnsonville, South Carolina. Hello to you tonight, Chase. Alan Wild still with that fast time of 48.28. Practice is now over, everybody. Only got 13 cars in here for tonight. Maybe somebody sneaks in here in practice. Yeah, meaty meat. Or somebody sneaks in here during qualifying, I should say, not practice. Session has now changed. Moving over to qualifying now. Remember, they got 5 minutes and 2 chances to put in a lap time. This is a very long lap, so they need to go ahead and get out there early here to go ahead and get their laps in. Looks like Alan Wild is going to go ahead and take advantage. It is lone qualifying, so they do have the track all to themselves. Who's going to qualify on pole for our very first race of the championship season? Oh, everybody rolling out of pit lane now. Maybe I retract my statement of this being lone qualifying because I'm seeing everybody on track all at the same time. We have not done this at all this season. It's always been lone qualifying. This will make things a little dicey. So they'll get the help of some draft here in qualifying. So if you didn't go out with the pack, you're going to be sitting in the back of the grid. I can just about guarantee it. That's a good looking paint scheme for Derek Buckley. I really like that 81 car. The red and white look really good together. So I'm seeing Matthew Fritz, Keith Prince, Brian Wertman, Chris Cornett, all in pit lane. Everybody else out on track. Jay Stinson now coming down pit lane, looks like. Good thing about Daytona, though, it's not really going to matter where you start. As long as you can keep up with the draft, you got a chance of winning here tonight. It always helps to start up front, though. Yeah, the 88's very hard to see. Like, I really want to get a good look at his car. Like, the other cars look really nice, but that chrome is just hard to see. These three cars drafting here in tandem. That's going to put in a lap time for them. It's going to be probably up at the top of the board, if I had to guess. I would think the 19 of Justin Parham might have the fastest lap here, since he did catch up a little bit of ground. Yes, he does. 47.59 is the time to beat everybody. He has pole position. Look, he's going to hang back here just a little bit. He's probably got a couple more laps in him. Christian Delgado with that second fastest time. He's in another 3-car pack. They are going down the backstretch. See if anybody can beat that 47.59 time. Now, if these three can get it and catch up to the draft of the other 3-car pack up front, they might be able to blast past that fast time of 47.59. Not seeing anybody. Yes, it was beaten by Christian Delgado right here in the 13 car. We're on board. 47.15 is now the fastest time. Beat that time of Justin Parham's 47.29. Going to push him down to P2 right now. Still a front row starting spot for Justin, though, so pretty good job. Chase Greer with the third fastest time right now, 47.85. 33 car now joining in this. Josh Freed did make it in with us here. Let's see if he puts in the time for qualifying. We'll have to take a look at him once we hit grid. Ooh, I would think that some of these cars are going to have a really fast time catching up to the 3-car pack up front. 47.15 currently. Is that going to be the fastest? It is not. 46.30 by the 33 car. Nicely done to Zachary Stevens. Got that thing on pole by 0.4 of a second over the 28 of Alan Wild now. A little 3-wide action here in qualifying. You love to see it. They're really pushing the limits here. You can see the yellow banners also on the top of the cars. That means they're a championship contender. So you can always look for the timing tower over to the left. And if you can see the cars there on track, if they got a yellow stripe at the top of the windshield there, that means they are in it to win it. Heading out of 4 now. We got 18 seconds. This will be their last attempt here to break that 46.30 from Zach Stevens. Is he going to get pole position here? It does appear so. We had some shakeup in the order, but yeah, Zach Stevens still up at the top. But 46.30 is going to hang on. And that is it, everybody. Qualifying is now over. It's going to be a long night with the blinking. Maybe, just maybe. I'm not going to lie. I like this super speedway pack racing qualifying. This is a lot of fun to watch. Do we have more than a 5s? I'm going to have to look at something, everybody. Okay, no, it is 5 minutes. Okay. I was just making sure something was changed that I wasn't told about. So, no. Okay, it is 5 minutes. Time is up. Racer's starting to wind down now, pulling down to the bottom of the track. Going to get a tow back to pit lane. Some of these racers that missed out on the draft going to have to start from the back of the pack. Josh Freed did make grid. See if we get a quick look at him before the lights shut off here for qualifying. Here is his car. Oh, nope. I didn't get it in time. We tried. The driver from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in the 39 car. You seen it just now, the black and white machine. The only Toyota on grid. So good luck to you tonight, Josh. just go ahead and turn all this off. Everybody's going to start making their way to grid now. 80 laps of racing coming up. Do remember, if you missed at the beginning of the stream, here is the race information. The end of stage number 1 will be at lap number 20. The end of stage number 2 will be at lap number 40. Those stages are going to be very, very important. All the points in the world, they all start at 0 starting this week. Hopefully you guys seen all of that. Let's go and get this out of the way. Drivers starting to make their way to grid now. Yes, congratulations to the number 33 car of Zach Stevens. Put that thing on pole position there, right in the whole pack. I didn't think he was actually going to have the fastest time because he was running a little bit out of the line there down the backstretch. But it looks like he gained enough ground there in the corner of 3 and 4 and through the tri-oval to put himself at the top of the grid. Him and Alan Wild start 1 and 2. Waiting on a few racers to make their way in. Like we're waiting on 3 racers right now. Chris Cornett, Christian Delgado, and the number 1 of Keith Prince, which we haven't seen yet. I have 14 cars starting the race here tonight. Stevens Nation in the house. Let's go. Put that thing on pole position. How about that? You got to be happy with that. Good looking paint scheme too. I like just how simple it is. Race stripe down the middle. That's for the extra horsepower. Gives you more aerodynamics with these super speedways with that stripe down the middle. The air just passes over the car. Nice and smooth. All right, we are gridding. It doesn't look like Keith Prince is going to make it to the grid, everybody. The number 1 car. He is in the championship running here tonight, so unfortunately, let's start from pit lane, it looks like. Yeah, there he is. He did finally make it in. We'll go ahead and take a look at the car. The Johnny Johnson Motorsports Chevy Camaro, the number 1 of Keith Prince, will make grid. He's going to start from pit lane, it looks like. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup for tonight. Congratulations to Zach Stevens at 46.308. 4/10 over the man in P number 2. What a man. Nicely done, Zach Stevens. Alan Wild going to start on the outside lane of row number 1. In row number 2, we'll have Derek Buckaloo and Christian Delgado. In row number 3, we'll have Justin Parham and Joey Hickox. In row number 4, we'll have Chris Cornett and Chase Greer. In row number 5, we'll have Jay Stinson and Ryan Gomes to round out your top 10. Then we'll have Matthew Fritz and Josh Freed starting in row number 6. Who else do we got? We got Brian Workman and Keith Prince going to round out the grid. Keith going to start there from pit lane. So going to be a little bit behind. Josh Freed, Brian Workman did not put it in time there in qualifying, but that's how we're going to start them up, and that's how we're going to knock them down, everybody. Hopefully you are ready. Racing to lap number 20 first. Where we're going, everybody highlighted in yellow is in the running for the championship. Missing a few racers out of the top 16. Derek Buckaloo kind of shuffled in there in the mix. Appreciate Derek making his way to the grid here tonight. I know it's hard to race whenever you know there's not a light at the end of the tunnel with a championship, but hey, at least you're going to come out here and have a little fun with it. All eyes on the 33 car, everybody. We're getting ready to go green flag racing. Last time at Daytona, Devin Bacino put that thing in victory lane, and boy, was that thing exciting. It was a crash at the start-finish line, our very first race of the season. He is not on grid here tonight, so we will have us a brand new winner here at Daytona. Green flag is now out. See how the 33 launches here. Pretty good launch. The 81 is going to hang back just there a little bit. Maybe the 33 going to switch lanes here, because if not, looks like the 13 and the 28 are hooked up, and they're going to get that outside line moving. So we head into turn number 1. Looks like that even starting to catch up now, made his way through the gears. The 19 of Justin Parham going to be in that line as well. So head out of turn number 2. It looks like the 33 is going to be our leader out front. The 81 of Derek Buckaloo going to be in second. Who is in third? Justin Parham in the 19 car. So that lower line got a line of cars in it now. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars in the bottom lane. Now 9 with the number 8 of Chase Greer moving to the high line. Coming down to the end of lap number 1. The 33 is going to start us off, and he is going to lead us into lap number 1. 39 of Josh Freed has some company back here. He's got the 31 of Jay Stinson leading that top line. Looks like they have about 6 cars up there now. Maybe they'll get something going. Oh, well, the number 3 of Joey Hickox has traded forces. He's going down to the low line. How far back is Keith Prince? I think he actually went a lap down. Yes, he did. He's just now pulling out of his pit box. Joining the grid. Everybody looks to be in a single file line. Pretty content with where they are. The 31 and the 29 up top. The lone 2 Rangers. It's going to take an onboard here with the number 31 car. He's in that top lane. See that line of cars down low. The poor number 3 of Joey Hickox blinking all over the place. Damn you, Xfinity. Right now down to the low line they go. They're going to be single file lines as we head down the back stretch. No need in pushing and making anything crazy happen right now. We got a race down to lap number 20. Do remember they have one faster pair in case they need it. We do know that this track brings some pretty big wrecks, especially down to the end of the stages and the end of the race. At least they'll have a little bit of a backup plan. See the sparks just flying as they head down the back stretch. Like Derek Buckaloo still sitting in that second spot. Hasn't made the move. Done anything crazy here. Still working with the 33 of Zach Stevens. Zach has led every single lap here today so far. 13 of Christian Delgado has the 28 up top. Let's see if they can get something working in that top line. So far, it looks like the bottom line is the way to be. Oh, we got some takers. Derek Buckaloo and the 88 of Chris Cornett now moving to the outside line. Had a pretty good run there heading down into turn number 1. Let's see if they can make it work. They do have 3 cars already linked up down low. So it's going to be a little tough for these 2 to get it done, but we'll have to see how it happens. Number 8 of Chase Greer coming in fast. Going to give them a nice shove as we're going down the back stretch. You can see the drag race right here. 33 losing out right now. We'll see if the 81 stays up top or if he tries to go down low. He does not. He chooses to stay in that top line. The 13 of Christian Delgado has now caught up, and the 28 of Alan Wild. Heading out of turn number 4 now. Well, we have someone else lead this lap. It looks like Zach Stevens had a nice little push there coming out of turn number 4, and he will lead yet another lap here today. See what old Chris Cornett can do here. Can he push his teammate all the way to the front of the grid? 0X boys linked up. Got a little loose there. Looks like Keith Prince brought his car down to pit lane. Maybe he's done for the day. It's unfortunate because I think he would have got his lap back, being the only car lap down right now. Maybe he's got something going on. Who knows? Looks like the 81 has fallen back quite a bit here. The top line just can't seem to get it working. They had a nice run there at one point in time. Still got 4 cars up top. That's enough to work with. Now maybe 5 with the 74 of Brian Workman joining in. Oh, the 13 of Christian Delgado has gone down low. Zach Stevens going to lead himself another lap on to lap number 8. Buckaloo has lost all the steam, lost all of his helping partners, except the 88 of Chris Cornett still sticking with him. They might have to tuck down in the line, and yes, they do. The 13 of Christian Delgado, as soon as they go down low, he goes up top. I think he wants to lead that top line. Here goes the 81 and the 88 to rejoin him there in that top line. Got the number 8 of Chase Greer now, too, up top. On board now with the number 81 of Derek Buckaloo, trying to push that 13. Sabrina Carpenter car for old Christian Delgado. He's been running all season long. Trying to push that car all the way to the front. Right now, seem to be working pretty good together. See just how much he has to work the wheel here, being in that dirty air. Trying to stay square with the bumper of the 13 car. Christian Delgado, but right now they just can't seem to get the top line working. There they go, going to have to surrender the position and tuck down in the line there for just a second. Maybe try to get themselves another run. Justin Parham still all over the bumper of the 33 car. Doing a nice job down low. Look at the number 39 of Josh Freed. Started all the way back there in 12th position, now up to 3rd. Pretty good start to the race for him. Pretty good line up top for me. I think they're going to need a couple more cars to compete with that bottom lane. Right now, they just can't seem to stay bumper to bumper. You see them swerving all over the track. They do have the 28 of Island Wild up there now. Kind of noticing these cars, it's kind of hard to break that bubble in between the cars to get the bump draft going pretty well. The aero package on these things just forbid the old bump drafting. A nice little bump he got from the 88 car. Oh no, that's the 81 car. Hello, Lisa, welcome in. Venom Racing, they're trying to link them up, get their way to the fronts. Not able to get much done right now. On to lap number 13, so 7 laps left here in stage number 1. Stage points are going to be very, very important for the championship run. We only have 3 races until we eliminate 6 of the racers, or 4 of the racers, and put it down to the round of 12. I believe they have Daytona, Richmond, and Bristol. I think that's the 3 tracks that we're going to be racing here in the first round of 16. There's some tough tracks coming up. Daytona's always a roll of the dice. Bristol's a tough track, man. A lot of beating and banging at that track. Eats the tires up, and then Richmond, of course, always provides a ton of action. I'm really excited to. That'll be my first race ever broadcasted from Richmond. I've actually never got to actually broadcast the race from Richmond. I had one scheduled last year to do a broadcast, and that race ended up getting canceled due to some iRacing update shenanigans. I had to miss that one. Got the 88s. Chris Cornett has gone down low. It's the First time I've seen him break away from his partner in crime there, the 81 machine. I would think somewhere around lap number 17, 18. I think we'll see some of these racers start to make their way out of the bottom line. Try to make their way to the front of the grid. They'll score themselves some good stage points. Number 19 still glued to the 33's bumper. And Delgado up top all by himself, going to have to tuck down in the line. Whoa, the 29 gets quite the shove there by the 28. Trying to go there below the yellow line. Lap number 16, here we go. Everybody in a single file line right now. Brian Workman just hanging out back here. Hanging out all by himself. The 81 Derek Buckaloo is now pulled out of the line. No, was that the 88? I apologize. The 88 of Chris Cornett is the one that pulled out of the line. Here goes the number 8 of Chase Greer to join in. Now the 81 of Derek Buckaloo comes up the track. Lap number 17. 3 laps to go here in stage number 1. Let's see who makes the wild move up front. Top line is forming. 28 of Alan Wild now has joined the forces up top. See where this 13 of Christian Delgado chooses to go. He's pretty good at turning it on when the time comes, so we'll have to wait and see what he does. Coming out of turn number 4 now. 2 laps left to go here at the line. Number 18 on the board. Let's go on board here with number 8 of Chase Greer. He's trying to push that 88 all the way to the front. Got a little help from behind, the 81 of Derek Buckaloo. Whoa, they're getting together. Holy smokes. We saw that all happen right there. We were on board with the number 8 of Chase Greer. Looked like the 88 and the 31 got together there a little bit. Everybody was out of the throttle. You can see the gap starting to form here in between the cars. On to lap 19 now. Zach Stevens still out there in that lead spot. Has led every lap here in stage number 1. Matthew Fritz pulled out of line, hoping that he was going to have some partners. Look, he's going to slide back through the grid. Alan Wild going to tuck down low. Here goes number 8 of Chase Greer. He's going to join in with Matthew, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Right out of 4 here. Going to go on to the last lap here in stage number 1. Who's going to make the move, everybody? Is the 19 going to stick with the 33? 39's been up here in the mix. The only Toyota in the grid. Don't know if he has any racing partners out here. Christian Delgado up top. Him and Alan Wild. Oh boy, I can't watch Joe Hickox. He blinks. I don't think they're going to get any help up top. Unfortunately, they're going to slide back. Here goes the 88. Big move here. Coming into turn number 3. Be wheel to wheel with the 31 of Jay Stinson. It does look like Zach Stevens, though. Oh, he's got traded on. Is he going to win this one? He's going to cross the stripe in that number 1 spot. The 19 tried to make the move at the very end there. Nicely done. Good racing there at the finish. I thought it would honestly happen a little bit sooner. Better late than never, though. So I do wonder, is he going to score Justin Parham as the winner of stage 1 since he was in the lead when the yellow came out? I think it will, yes. Max Stevens going to be in second. Josh Frieda in third, it looks like. Ryan Gomes in fourth. Joey Hickox going right at your top 5. They're going to catch up to the pace car now. I would think everybody's going to go down pit lane. Oof, that was exciting. Good stuff. Now, we're going to have a shorter run down to the end of stage number 2, which will be at lap number 40. We'll have some laps here under yellow. It's going to be ticking down some of those laps. Where is pace car at? There it is, middle of the backstretch. Let's hope everybody woes them down in time. It looks like, yes, they have so far. I would think we got the entire field coming down pit lane. Oh, the 19 Justin Parham doing a little blinking for me there. Pit lane now open. Everybody coming down. Now, hopefully everybody makes it into their pit box nice and clean. Good pit stops here. You see the running order as we come into our first round of pit stops here. Let's see if everybody makes it out in that order. Oh, the number 3 of Joey Hickox has slid through his pit box. So did the 13 of Christian Delgado. Stupid Comcast. 19 of Justin Parham, though, is going to win the race off of pit lane. Nicely done, sir. 33 of Zach Stevens will come out in second. Ryan Gomes going to move up to third place. Christian Delgado going to be in fourth. Chris Cornett's going to come out of pit lane in fifth. Josh Freed going to be in 6th. Derek Buckaloo going to be in 7th. Chase Greer going to be in 8th. Alan Wild in 9th. And Matthew Fritz going to round out your top 10. Oh, 33 will lose. Man, come on, man. That's brutal. Well, right now, he looks like the man to beat. Pretty good out in fresh air. It's going to start on the outside lane here, though, on the front row. Have to see if he can get that thing going. Get down to that low line because it looks like that's where most people want to be. Should have lights out on the pace car this time by as we head out of turn 4 and into the tri-oval, which means we will have green flag racing next time around. Bro smells bad, not gonna lie. Well, let's hope he can leave out of Daytona smelling like roses. Got to bring home the checker flags first, though. Big Jay Stinson coming down pit lane again. So is Joey Hickox. Wonder what their plan is here. Zach Stevens able to race and type in YouTube chat. That is incredible. It's impressive. Well, since I know you're here, nicely done, man. Been kicking some ass here so far. Led a lot of laps there in stage 1. Stage number 2, looks like we're going to have about 15 laps down to the yellow and checker flags are waving there in stage 2. All right, all right, all right. Lights are out on the pace car. Here we go. Justin Parham going to be in control of this restart. Going to start in the low line. He's going to have the 55 of Ryan Gomes there in behind. Might be able to link up and get their run to the front. Christian Delgado, though, the 13 car, he's usually pretty good on restarts. Might be able to help that 33 car get to the front, but hopefully if he pushes him to the front, he doesn't just dive down to the low line and leave him hanging. But we'll just have to wait and see what everybody does here. The 33 or the 39 of Josh Freed going to be behind those two. And out of 4 now, going to see the pace car dive down to pit lane soon. Here's our flagman. Look, green flag in hand. You saw him do the little swap-a-rooski, put the yellow flag away. Green flag is out. Brian Workman is going to make it to the back of the grid. Going to have full head of steam coming down here into the tri-oval.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is now out. Justin Parham. They look about dead even. Heading across the stripe. Ooh, the 55 gets a little loose. Going to stack him up in behind. And there goes the 28 and the 31 up into the wall. Oh, no. You hate to see it there on a restart. Sometimes it happens like that. Doesn't look like either one took a lot of damage. Going to get a little bit of damage so you can see the damage to the nose of the 28 car. Let's see if we can get a better view of this. Yeah, you can see the damage right there on the right front. Took quite the shot. Go ahead and take a look back and see exactly what happened there on that restart. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Looked like they stacked up to 31. Tried to get, oh, okay, I see what happens. He tried to pull out a line to not hit the 28 because they were stacking up. Doesn't look like he was able to make that move in time. Gets into the right rear of the 28, gets him loose. It cuts up to the right and up into the wall. They both go. Unfortunate for both of them, but they do have a faster pair. Maybe they choose to use that now. There you go, our first real caution of the day. We get a few laps here under yellow. That's going to make stage 2 even shorter. It'll be a very short run down to the yellow checker flag there. I think they're starting to catch up to the pace car. I think it's right here. Yeah, it's right here. We might get lights out on the pace car this time by. Maybe not. Depends on... No, I would think not, since we're going to have some of the racers go down to pit lane. Let's see Jay Stinson's car. Let's get a little zoomed in action here. He's got a little damage to the nose, to the right, or to the left front, it looks like. A lot of racers choosing to come down pit lane, it looks like, actually. See the number 8 of Chase Greer coming down pit lane. Chris Cornett, Derek Buckaloo, his teammate, coming down pit lane. Joey Hickox, Jay Stinson, of course, and Alan Wild. And then Brian Workman coming down pit road as well. Chase Greer, a nice quick pit stop. Maybe just got a splash of fuel there. Brian Workman coming out of his pit box. Here comes Chris Cornett and Derek Buckaloo. Alan Wild not choosing to take his faster pair. It doesn't look like he's going to use a little bit of time here. So Jay Stinson got that thing fixed up pretty good. I don't think he used his faster pair. Still got a little damage to the left front. Alan Wild definitely not using his faster pair. Letting the crew work on the car here. Should have lights out on the pace car this time by for Zach Stevens heading down the backstretch right now. Kind of wondering if Jay's going to go back down pit lane. Get a little more work done to the car. Can't really get a good view of damage here. Oh, that's a better view. There we go. Yeah, still got some heavy damage, honestly, to the left front. It's a lot worse than I thought. But he is going to come down pit lane, and so is the 74 and the number 3 car. Alan Wild did make it out before the pit car, so he's not going to go a lap down here. Lights out on the pace car, though. Zach Stevens and Justin Parham going to lead us off here. Same lineup as before. Christian Delgado going to be down low this time. Ryan Gomes going to be up top. Who's in behind these two? Matthew Fritz and Josh Freed have switched lines as well. Ryan Workman trying to make his way around to the back of the pack. They're heading out of 2 now. He's coming out of 4. Jay may have taken his fast repair because that thing looks brand new and shiny. Maybe that little bit of extra time in the pits maybe got that thing fixed up. Don't know. Let's see who we're missing here in the championship standings. We do not have Joe Hudson, Dustin Rogerson, Zach Lockett. I think that's it. That's the only ones we're missing here in the championship round of 16. Everybody else made it out for tonight. I'll update these each week so we can take a look at them, keep track of what everybody's doing, who's still in it to win it, who got eliminated, and all that good sort of thing. All right, see what Zach Stevens can do here in that top line.
Green flag, green flag.
Man, he has quite the advantage already. Full car length ahead of the 19 car. So we head across the start-finish line. 19 has dipped down low. Gonna join the 19, gonna work together here. These 3 cars together are going to be a force to be reckoned with. The 33, the 19, and the 13. That is a good group of racers right there. Going to be tough to beat. The 55 of Ryan Gomes, the 29 of Matthew Fritz. They're up top. I think they're going to be shuffled back to the back. Here comes the 31 of Jay Stinson getting right back in the mix. The number 3 of Joey Hickox. Going to have 10 laps left to go here in stage number 2 as we cross the start-finish line. Very short run. I think we'll have some interesting tactics here for the second half of the race. Because I think some of those racers went down pit lane to maybe not go down at the end of this stage. But we'll have to wait and see what they choose to do. 55 of Ryan Gomes looks to be all over the place, having his hands full right now with that car. 31 of Jay Stinson is tucked down low, so is the number 3. And the 29. 55 all alone up top. Ain't much you can do as a one-man show on the top line. Just got to go all the way to the tail end of the line and tuck down in and surrender. On board here with the number 8 of Chase Greer. And behind the 39 of Josh Freed in that 4th position. See in the rear view mirror, he's got the 88 of Chris Cornett. Another one in the books on the lap 32. Still single file line for the entire pack right now. We got 13 racers out here running. Fortunately, we lost one, and that is the number one of Keith Prince. Sure, we got a little game planning going on back here. Some of these team members talking to each other. I know the 81 and the 88 are linked up. They've been working together pretty good all day long. Right now, though, looks like everybody is content in their positions, just logging some laps here. We got about 7 laps here left in stage number 2. Looks so calm on the wheel. Just cruising around the track. When is somebody going to make the move this time? Now, last time in stage number 1, it was on the very last lap. Will they do that again here as we head into lap number 35? I'm going to go ahead and take an onboard here with the 81 of Derek Buckaloo, because I have a sneaky suspicion him and the number 88 will pull out of line at some point in time. When that happens, I don't know. But I don't find them to be content sitting here in 6th and 7th position. They're too raw for much longer. Give his teammate a nice little shove there as we go down the back stretch. Zach Stevens again going to lead yet another lap here today. He has led so many. Not a whole lot to talk about right now with everybody being in a single file line. I'm trying to find a little action out here. On to lap 37, 3 laps left to go. We have a taker out here. The 81 pulled out of line. Tucks right back into line. The 28 of Adam Miles still has quite a bit of damage there on the nose of the car. You see it on the right front. Surprised he's able to keep up as much as he is right now. The arrow being down. 81 pulled out of line, hoping the 88 would go. Not right now. He's going to get shuffled back. Two laps left to go. Zach Stevens still out front, doing a really nice job leading the race. He's done it for much of the day, so I'd say he's probably getting used to it. Justin Parham in that second position. Christian Delgado, when is he going to choose to go? Back here in that third spot has Josh Frieden behind him, and Chase Greer rounding out top 5 right now. Poor 81 car just gets shuffled all the way back to the back. Nothing you can do about it either. Once you make the commitment to go out of line, that is what it is. Justin Parham maybe taking a little bit of a peek to the outside line. Maybe just letting the car cool down there just a little bit. 13 of Christian Delgado hanging back here a little bit, maybe trying to gear up for a run. Coming down to lap number 40. This will be the last lap of stage number 2. I'm watching this 13 car. I think he's got a plan. 19 might pull out of line though and kind of stop his momentum. So we're coming out of turn number 2 now. On board with the 13 right here in the draft. Got quite the run coming down the backstretch. And does he make the move? He does. There he goes. To the outside he goes. The 39 of Josh Freed goes out there with him. The 88 of Chris Cornett will be right there in the mix as well. Whoa, they almost touched there coming through the middle of 3 and 4. I think the 13's losing a little steam, though. Doesn't have the help that he would want. 39 of Josh Freed too far back to help. Looks like the 33 of Zach Stevens going to win this one. Yes, he will. The 19 will be in that second position. Christian Delgado will settle for the 3rd position, which is where he was at anyways. It was well worth the risk. Chase Greer, nice move there. Staying on that low line, going to advance himself up to 4th position. Josh Freed going to get 5th. Good stuff there. Pretty smart racing by the 19 and the 33 to stick together there. The 33 going to win stage number 2 here. Now the pit strategy game is going to be a little interesting. Some of these racers came down pit lane on lap 26, 27-ish. Most of the racers went down pit lane at the end of stage 1, which is at lap number 22. Let's see what everybody chooses to do. Maybe everybody goes down pit lane. Or maybe they don't. Tires are not going to be much of an issue here tonight. They do have 5 sets of tires, but don't think they'll need all of them for sure. Fuel might be a concern, though, so we'll have to wait and see what everybody chooses to do here. Fisher's woeing them down, coming down the backstretch here. Alan Wild did a really nice job there to finish in 6th position, even with the damage to the nose of his car. Not too shabby. We are past the halfway point, everyone. I think we'll go back green flag racing somewhere around lap 44. We should. We have no scheduled stages for the end of this race. Only 2 of them on the board. So we should be hopefully racing all the way down to lap number 80. Does everybody come down pit lane? Yes, they do. We'll see if some choose to only take fuel. Oh, the 13 and the 19 slide through their pit boxes. And the 28. Looks like the number 8 of Chase Greer is going to win the race off a pit lane. The 88 of Chris Cornett is going to be in that 2nd spot. Justin Parham going to come back out in 3rd. Christian Delgado in 4th. Jay Stinson going to be in 5th. Joey Hickok's going to be in 6th. Matthew Fritz in 7th. Ryan Gomes in 8th. Zach Stevens in 9th. And Josh Freed going to come out of pit lane in the top 10 spot there. Rick Buckaloo going to come out in 11th. Looks like Alan Wild getting some service done to that car. Probably going to try to get the nose fixed up a lot better than what it was. Because, boy, it was beat up pretty bad. Looking better by the minute, though. Brian Workman still in his pit box. Nicely done by Chase Greer. I think he didn't take any tires, only fuel. Going to put himself in a pretty good position here for the restart. Him and Chris Cornett going to start on that front row together. Just our third caution of the day. 2 of those were scheduled. We had 1 on a restart. Jay Stinson and Alan Wild got together. Had a little bit of an incident. Oh. Got some more racers coming down pit lane. Interesting. Chase Greer, Christian Delgado, Jay Stinson, Matthew Fritz, Ryan Gomes, Zach Stevens. Gonna shake things up a bit. That's gonna put Chris Cornett in command here for our restart. Justin Parham gonna be on the outside line. Number 3 of Joey Hickox comes on the inside of row number 2 with Christian Delgado on the outside. Zach Stevens and Jay Stinson gonna start in row number 3. Then we'll have Chase Greer and Matthew Fritz going to start in row number 4. And then we'll have Josh Freed in the 39 and Derek Buckaloo going to round out your top 10 for our restart. Should be quite interesting. Chris Cornett has not got the chance to get some free air out front. He's a very good racer. Let's see if he's got a little help here. Justin Parham has done a really nice job pushing all day long. See what these can do with the command of the race here. Zach Stevens, as far back as he's been all day long in the 5th spot. If he can race his way back up to the front. He's led just about every single lap here today. All right, green flag this time by. Everybody in that low line. Poor 19 all
Green
by
flag,
himself
green flag.
up top. And man, what a good start on the inside there for the 88. We'll go ahead and take a nice advantage out front. I think the 19 might have a hole here to tuck down, and yes, he does. There he goes. In behind the number 3 of Joey Hickox. Joey going to go ahead and make the move to the outside line. Where's Justin Parham going to go? He's going to go up top. He's going to help out the number 3 car. Going to try to get by the 88. The 88 has no help right now. Christian Delgado a little bit further back, and there goes the 19 and 3 down to the low line. Quite the advantage out front too. About 2 to 3 car lengths back to the 88 of Chris Cornett. Everybody getting their single file lines. 81 all by himself up top. Getting shuffled further and further back. The 88 of Chris Cornett has called up to these 2 up front. Now kind of a 3-car pack all the way back to the 13 Christian Delgado. That's about 4 or 5 car lengths back to him. I think Christian's going to be catching up at a rate of speed here soon. He's in a good draft right now. You can see just the amount of ground that he is gaining right now. He is absolutely flying. Doesn't look like he's going to pull out of line here. Just going to be right here, content being in fourth for the time being. On to lap number 48. Well past halfway now. Should be pretty exciting into the race here. Looks like there's quite a few cars that can contend for the win here. 33 of Zach Stevens not able to make up much ground. He's led many of the laps here today. Got shuffled back there a little bit during our round of pit stops. See if he can race his way back up to the front. Not a whole lot going on back here. Let's see what the old 28 car looks like now that he's got some work done to that front. Still got a little damage to the right front. Gonna be down a few aero package points, I would think. Gonna be suffering on some top speed there. Maybe pretty good in the draft though. He looks like he was pretty good at the end of stage 2. Was able to finish in 6th position even with that damage. On board here with the 81 of Derek Buckalow. He seems to be the only one trying the outside line. You can see him, he'll tuck back down in the draft. He'll get quite the draft. He'll take a slingshot ride out to the outside. Not able to do much with it with no help. See the entire field right here in front of you. Top 8 separated by less than a second. They are zooming right now. Let's see what kind of speed they're carrying. Around 188, 190. This Derek Buckalow out here all by himself. Good slingshot right there in turn 1. On board here with Zach Stevens. Not able to make the ground that he wants to just yet. Still riding him behind the number 13, Christian Delgado. Staring at Sabrina here on the back of the car. See the 81 of Derek Buckalow making a little bit of ground on that high line. Ooh, nice little shove there by Zach Stevens. A 2-car tandem out front. The number 3 of Joey Hickox and the 19 of Justin Parham still looking really good. Able to hold their ground up front, make a little bit of distance in between them and Chris Cornett back there in the 88, which is kind of on no man's land right now. Christian Delgado a little bit further back. I do wonder if anybody's trying to save fuel right now. not a whole lot going on. We got about 26 laps left here in the race. Like the 88 has finally caught up to the two cars up front. Jay Stinson after getting in that wreck. Looks like he's having a pretty good run here. Up into 6th place. Has Chase Green behind the 33 of Zach Stevens. Right here in front of him. Right here in the mix of things. Definitely going to be there at the end of the race, I would think. Looks like everybody now stacked up on top of each other. There's two cars of Joey and Justin out front. They've lost a little ground here to the field. Looking to the eyes of the number 33 of Zach Stevens. Staring. Not much doing throughout the grid. Everybody still single file line. What is the 13 car doing? He just pulled out of line, shuffling himself back throughout the grid. Maybe getting ready to go down to pit lane next time by, maybe just maybe. Maybe just trying to save a little fuel. Don't quite know. I would think everybody else needs to make at least one more stop to make it to the end of the race. Well, Christian did not decide to go down pit lane, so I'm not sure why he tucked himself way back here. Definitely going to save a little fuel being back here in the draft. That is a concern. Race out front is much the same. The 19 pushing the number 3 car. Joey has led every lap here after stage 2. board here with Ryan Gomes. Oh, takers for pit lane. Here we go. I knew it was going to be sometime soon. Looks like we got Joey Hickox, the 19 of Justin Parham, Zach Stevens, Jay Stinson, Chase Greer, Ryan Gomes, and Matthew Fritz all coming down pit lane. Everybody in nice, neat, and tidy. Justin Parham going to lead us off of pit lane. Good job by Joey Hickox there. Going to come out in second place. Zach Stevens going to be shuffled back in that third spot right now. Now let's wait and see when the other leaders come down pit lane. And here it is. Oh, the 13 of Christian Delgado smoking it in here. Oh, he's going to spin it out in pit lane. Oh, no, Christian, no. Oh, he's going to be kicking himself for that one. That's going to shovel him way back in the grid. Don't think he got into anybody else. Might have bumped him just a little bit, but doesn't look like he hurt anybody too badly there. That's going to make things interesting here. I think that pack that came in first, Justin Parham, going to have quite the advantage. They're heading out of turn number 4 now. Like Allen out of his pit box. Chris Cornett going to be right there on the bumper saying, go, go, go. We got to go. Because here comes the pack, and they are absolutely flying. 7 cars all in the line, working together. I think this will be your top 7 positions. Maybe Allen and Chris can get these things up to speed. Chris Cornett going for the pass here. He's not even going for the push. And there they go. Top 8 spots actually locked down right now. Brian Workman finally taking his car down to pit lane. He was our leader there for a moment. Justin Parham going to be the new man out front. The number 3 of Joey Hickox now going to have to give him a little bit of help here. Push him around the track. Nicely done to Zach Stevens. Got himself up to 3rd spot now. Going to be in a really good position. Man, Christian Delgado is going to be kicking himself. He's going to be way out of the draft. Derek Buckaloo not too far behind, but definitely not close. Yeah, man, that was a wild little exchange there. That definitely shook up the grid here a little bit. See if these 3 cars can work together to catch up to the pack here. Chris Cornett, Josh Freed, and Alan Wild. See how far back Alan Wild is. Have Brian Workman there with him now. Here's Chris Cornett. He's leading the pack here with these cars. You can see the other cars, so they're not too far behind. But can they stick with them being out of the draft? Because there's 7 cars in that front draft, and there's only 4 in this one. Here's a hypothetical question. What if Joey goes across the finish line but blinks at the same time? Would he win or be second? Honestly, I think iRacing might scream out of a win there. What if Joey and Justin blink at the same time? I don't know. We'll have to ask the NASCAR gods. What's the rules on blinkage? That's a good question. I don't quite know, because you can see in the timing tower when Joey blinks, sometimes it'll drop him completely off the timing tower, so it's not scoring him anymore. So I don't know. I've never seen that happen, to be honest. I've done a lot of iRacing in my time. I would think they would still score him the winner, but you never really know. I've seen iRacing break a lot of hearts and do a lot of hurt feelings, so it wouldn't surprise me if they scream out of the win. But first things first, he's got to get there. He's in second right now. I think he's got a pretty good shot here today. He's going to have a little help, though. Long race to go still, though. 15 laps doesn't seem like a lot, but it's quite a few laps around here. See if this gap is closed in a little bit. Here's Chris Cornett. think they're losing ground, everyone. 3.8 seconds behind the leader. No, 3.8 seconds behind Matthew Fritz, I apologize. 4.5 behind the leader. I don't think they're gaining any ground. So they're 4.5 this time by. We'll have to see what it is next time by. We'll do a whole lap comparison. These front seven look pretty content to be in the line right now. They know they got 14 laps left on the board. Where's Christian Delgado? Oh, man, he has lost out a ton. Might go a lap down here. Just now crossing the start-finish line. Does have Derek Buckaloo catching up. That'll help him out a little bit. I believe that is race over unless we have a yellow flag come out, which is quite possible around here. You know that. We're getting ready to come across the start-finish line now. Chris Cornett and crew are 4.56 seconds back. So they lost 6/100ths of a second that time around. But I got a feeling up here they might start racing each other a little bit, so that might slow them down. But I don't think it's going to be to the end of the race. I think it's going to be too little too late. Changing the subject, look at Venom Racing. They're acting tough right now. I don't think they're just acting, they're doing. They are tough right now. Well, Chris Cornett and crew did gain a little bit that lap. 4.49 as they cross the stripe. I don't think they're going to have enough to catch up, though. I'll just be honest with you. Not enough laps on the board, not enough horsepower between those four cars to catch up to the front of the grid. I think it's down to these top seven who's going to be the winner here today. Unless the yellow flag comes out, then that changes everything. Let's get on board here with the 31 of Jay Stinson. He's kind of right here in the mix of things. Got the number 8 of Chase Greer right here in front. The 55 of Ryan Gomes in behind. You see Matthew Fritz, blue and white machine back there behind him as well. See over there in the top right on the track map, Christian Delgado and Derek Buckaloo just now crossing the start-finish line, and these racers getting ready to head out of turn 4. Boy, they are suffering for some speed right now. And if they do catch them at the right time, what will that do to the grid? It might shake things up here in the top 7. I don't know. These boys just got to feel good. Not much they can do, honestly. I mean, keep logging laps, 4.7 seconds behind. Going to be some solid points still, being in the top 10 finishes. I think Alan Wild did finally get that car pretty much repaired. Yeah, thing's looking good. 9 laps left to go, everybody. We can count them on 2 hands. It's been a long race here today. Justin Parham took stage 1, and he is our leader right now. The number 33, the man in 3rd place, was the winner of stage number 2. Who knows? One of these other racers might take the home of the checker flag there. You never know. 8 laps left to go at the line. They are catching Christian Delgado and Derek Buckaloo at quite a rate of pace. Where are the leaders? Here are the leaders coming out of turn 2 now. Derek Buckaloo pulling way out of line. Not going to shuffle up the grid here. So y'all go ahead. As soon as they head out of this corner, you'll see Christian Delgado. There is his car heading through the tri-oval right now. The one little mistake he made on pit road brought it in a little too hot there. Under green flag conditions, got the car sideways, trying to keep it out of everybody else. Ended up spinning out, and that put him completely out of the draft. And way out of contention here today, unfortunately. Was having quite the day up till then. It really sucks, man. It really sucks. I think they're going to catch Christian Delgado here very soon. Already in his draft. Stay down low. The train's going to go up above him, I got a feeling. There they go. Man, Matthew Fritz is cruising right there. See just how much he's got to feather the throttle to keep it off the back of the 55 of Ryan Gomes. 5 laps to go, everybody. One hand, count them down with me. Here we go. When is somebody going to choose to make the move? Because ain't no way everybody's going to stay in this single file line and just be content with the 19 bringing home the checker flags here today. Who do you all think is going to win this race? Because I have no idea. I'm going to type a number in chat that I think is going to bring home the checker flag. That's who I think is going to win this race here today. The 33 of Zach Stevens. No, he's going to make a move to the outside all by himself. He's not going to have the help. Yes, there it is. The number 8 of Chase Greer pulling out of line. Here they go. 4 laps left to go on the board. It's just those 2 up top, though. That's not going to be enough. Here goes the 29 of Matthew Fritz. Come on, 33. Don't let me down, buddy. 4 cars on the bottom, 3 cars up top. The 13 of Christian Delgado still within the draft here. We'll have to wait and see if he gets in on the mix. Right now, I think the 33 a little bit ahead of the 19. And yes, he is not able to clear. He is going to stay in that top line. You love to see it. I love it when it comes down to the end of the race. It's all a chess match throughout the day. Here we go. I don't even know who led that lap. That was Justin Parham by less than 1/100th of a second. Holy smokes. Zach Stevens now scored our leader out front. Has a nice push by the number 8 of Chase Greer, sticking right to the bumper all the way throughout the corner. Good push down the backstretch. You can see the drag race going on. The 19 had a pretty good run out of turn 2. Here comes the number 3 of Joey Hickox. Nice shove on the 19. That's going to push him right back up to the front. Who's it going to be? Boy, I bet Jay Stinson's happy to be here after getting caught up in that wreck with Alan Wild. Now back up here in the top 3 spot. Does look like Zach Stevens has lost a little bit of help here. The 29 of Matthew Fritz has went back down to the bottom line. The 8 of Chase Greer has really fell back off the bumper. They're just going to tuck back in the line and restart It did not work out for the 33 car. Going to be shuffled all the way back to 6th now. 2 laps left to go on the board, heading down the back stretch. Cannot follow Joey Hickox. He just blinks all over the place. The 29 of Matthew Fritz now making a move to the outside. The 33 of Zach Stevens going to go with him. Nice shove as he head down into turn 3, getting all over the bumper. A little bit squirrely for both of them. There goes the number 3 of Joey Hickox now to the high line. He has given up on the 19 car. Look at the 31 of Jay Stinson. What a shove there on the back of the 19 car. White flag now in the air. The number 3 of Joey Hickox scored our leader that lap. This is it, folks. If you're going to make the move for the win, this is it. Stick to your lines. You got your friends. Make it work. Oh, man, what a shot from behind for the number 3 of Joey Hickox. Look at him drive all the way to the front. That whole top line is absolutely flying. There goes the 33 of Zach Stevens making a move to the inside of the 29 of Matthew Fritz. He's going to take over the 2nd spot. Is he going to make a move on the number 3 car, heading out of turn number 4 for the last time here today? They're going to see the checker flags are waving. Who's it going to be? It's going to be the number 3 of Joey Hickox, bringing home the checker flag here today. Nicely done. What a finish across the start-finish line. But yes, the number 3 of Joey Hickox going to be scored your race winner here at Daytona for the first round of playoffs. Congratulations, buddy. Well, he didn't blink, Nancy. He didn't blink. Chase Greer going to be scored 2nd. Zach Stevens, the 33 car, going to finish in 3rd place. Jay Stinson going to finish in 4th. And Ryan Gomes going to round out your top 5. Holy smokes. What a good race, man. What a good race. Let's go ahead and watch the number 3 of Joey Hickox do a little celebrating here. Hopefully he doesn't blink now. Just don't blink anymore. That's what we need. We got to watch you celebrate, buddy. We're going to hear from our top 3 racers here in just 1 minute. We're going to do a post-race interview. Joey Hickox bringing home the win. Chase Greer finishing in 2nd, and Zach Stevens going to finish in 3rd. Tough top 3 right there. Here comes the number 3 down to make his burnout session. Do a little celebrating. Nicely done, Joey. Nicely done. '29 celebrating with him. Good round of racing here, everybody. Good first round. Woof. That was wild. Teammates doing a little showboating here. Congratulations, Joey Hickox, bringing home the checkered flags here today. Nicely done. All right, let's go ahead and get myself ready for these post-race interviews. Oh man, Joey done blew up a car. No post-race inspection for him. All right, first we got to hear from Zach Stevens. Man, bringing it home in 3rd place. Joey Hickox already in voice channel. He's ready to go, buddy. Fired up. What a race here today. What a race. All right, looks like Zach Stevens is ready for his interview. We'll go ahead and bring him in. All right, we are here with our 3rd place finisher, Mr. Zach Stevens. Man, I tell you what, you were my pick to win the whole damn thing. but unfortunately not able to do so, but still going to bring it home in third place here today. You led a ton of laps. Led every single lap except the last one there in stage number 1. And then stage number 2, you dominated once again. I thought you were going to have it enough to win the race here today, but unfortunately you got shuffled back there a little bit during a pit stop, got back to 5th place there for the restart. And yeah, just tough to make ground here at Daytona. If you're out front, it's real easy to get pushed around. But, man, once you get shuffled back in there, you're kind of in a bubble. But, hey, man, got to be happy with a third-place finish here in the first round of the playoffs. So let's hear about it from you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm happy with third. I'm always happy to get a podium. I really wanted to win, though. I'm not here for every race, so it was a really good shot to win. I won both stages. They kind of threw that caution late after the first stage, but I did end up winning that one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But yeah, just had to take more gas, and I took some tires after the second stage, so that's what kind of put me back. But after pit stops and everything, we cycled back up through there, and we was just trying to get a gap, and we said about 4 or 5 to go, we was going to race it out. So I made a move. The high line didn't really work. I was lucky enough to get back up there with Matt and them, and just didn't have enough right there at the end. Everybody was jockeying for position. But it was a good team effort tonight. We worked. I don't think we could have worked any better tonight as a team. Congrats to Joy for winning. So, but yeah, happy with third. Got as many stage points as I could. Really wish I could have won, but had fun. It's always fun racing at Daytona. But they updated these cars, and they're not as fun as they were. Side draft doesn't work as good, so you kind of really can't go anywhere unless you got somebody really good pushing you from behind. So, but all in all, good night.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I agree. The update kind of nerfed these cars a little bit, but it is what it is. Still a good race here tonight. Congratulations on leading a ton of laps here tonight. Unfortunately, didn't get to win, but third place is still pretty damn good. So you got to be happy with that, and hopefully we'll see you next week, brother.
Oh yeah, man. Appreciate.
Oh, well, Discord just cut him off. Oh, okay. Well, that's the end of that. Congratulations to Zach Stevens bringing it home in third place here today. What a good race from him, man. Now let's hear from Chase Greer, going to be our second place finisher. All right, now we're here with number 8 of Chase Greer, going to finish in second place here tonight. Man, what a race. What a race. Started back there in 8th. You were up front all night long. Had a really good race. Did a really good job in the pit boxes there. And then you did a really good job pushing everybody around the track. But just at the end, you just didn't have enough to bring home the checker flags here today. But still, man, second place you got to be really happy with. So let's hear about it from you, brother.
It's just because you can't really get a good run on the outside for multiple laps anymore. But yeah, once I got kicked back to the end, I was just like, all right, hopefully I had a room. I was gonna try to go to the outside coming out of 4 maybe, but then Justin had a huge run. I didn't want to wreck everybody, so just stayed low, and that meant pushing Joey to the win. But overall, it was a good team victory. We all I think we got the top 4 at least, so solid run for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Team Venom looks to be the team to beat here today. That is for sure. But yeah, man, bringing it home in second place here today, first round of the playoffs. Hopefully we'll see you next week, brother. Congratulations.
Yep, thanks for streaming. Thanks. I know Barbara and Kinsley watching, and y'all have a good night.
All right, everybody, that is your second place finisher, Mr. Chase Greer. Congratulations to him. Very good race from him. He's been up front all season long. He's due for a win. It's going to happen someday. It's going to happen. But let's go ahead and bring in our race winner, the man of the hour. All right, we are here with our race winner, Mr. Blinky himself, Joey Hickox, sponsored by Comcast, everybody.
Yeah.
Man, what a race here tonight, dude.
Comcast lies here.
Yeah,
man, that was fun. The team really worked well together. So shout out to the whole team, man. That was really a team win tonight. So good job by all them guys.
You ain't kidding. I mean, Team Venom was strong all night long, man. I was like, holy smokes.
Yeah, we all work well together, so that's a good thing. We've been doing this together for quite some time, so it's not really a whole lot of communication, and everybody kind of knows what we're about to do. So it makes it a lot of fun too, especially when you can race there out at the end and not worry about getting turned or any of that stupid stuff going on. So a lot of fun. That's my my first win in one of these next gen cars. I still don't like them to drive them. I hate them, but This was fun. This was fun. I love Daytona. It's my basically hometown track. I live not too far from Daytona, so love this place. Love winning here.
Well, you did it, buddy. Congratulations on the win, man. It was a really good performance there at the end. I thought they were going to have a little bit of something for you when they pulled out of line, but nah, man, you're just too good here tonight. So
Yeah, again, every time I thought like Zach might have a run there coming out of 4, here come Chase. So appreciate him, appreciate Matt. Matt gave me one heck of. I mean, I think the daggone RPMs jumped up like 400 RPM down the backstretch when he started shoving me. So that was a lot of fun. That was holding my breath for that last lap, but a lot of fun.
good stuff, man. Well, yeah, congratulations here on the win in the round 1 of the playoffs. So, man, what a good way to kick it off. Yeah, gotta be happy with that, man. So hopefully we'll.
Don't have to worry about the next 2 races. We go to the next round of the playoffs now. That's awesome.
Buddy. That's always a good feeling.
It is. It's gonna be fun just showing up the next 2 races, and it doesn't really matter how bad I stink at this thing. It doesn't. I'm going on.
That's right. Yeah, man. Congratulations again here for the win of the Daytona 200 round 1 of the playoffs, and hopefully we'll see you next week, brother.
All right, thanks. Hey, just want to say one thing. Thanks to my mom and my dad for watching, and thank you to my wife and my son for letting me do this at night and not giving me too much grief about it. I appreciate them a lot.
I heard that.
And I appreciate you for broadcasting it. I'm going to go back and watch my blinking self go all the way around this track a few times.
Good deal, brother. Good deal. Congratulations.
All right,
See
man.
you next week, dude.
Catch you Thursday, buddy. Yes, sir.
All right, everybody, that was your race winner, Mr. Joey Hickox, bringing home a checker flag. Like he said, his first win here in the next gen. I'm kind of like surprised. I'm extremely surprised to be to find that out, honestly, because he's a very good racer. Been up front for a lot of the season, so good for him to finally bring home a checker flag. But that's it, everybody. That's the end of the broadcast here tonight. Congratulations to Joey for the win. Chase for second place and Zach Stevens for third. What else do we have? Moving on to round number 2 next week. We'll be off to, I believe it's Bristol. Yeah, it's Bristol next week. Or no, it's not next week. It's the 26th of July. So we have a little bit of a break, everybody. So we'll see you back here on the 26th of July. That's 2 Saturdays from right now. So hopefully we'll see you then. Got 250 laps under my hometown track, everybody. Oh boy, Bristol Motor Speedway is my favorite track ever. So I'm excited to see that race there. It's going to be a lot of fun here in these next gen cars. So yeah, 250 laps there 2 weeks from now. So hopefully we'll see you then. Other than that, you guys have a good rest of your night. Appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate all the support, all the love, all the chit chat over here in chat. That is a big deal. So thank you guys a lot for that. But anyways, you guys have a good rest of your night. Until next time, I love you, mean it, and goodbye.